students, we're in section 1.4, and the basic topic is we're going to be talking about pairs of angles. We're going to kind of leap off of what we learned in the last section when we measured and classified angles. Now we're going to just talk about pairs of angles in this section. A couple of things I need to teach you today in this example 1, adjacent angles. We're looking for two angles in the same plane. They have both a common vertex and a common side. Okay? They don't share interior points necessarily, but they have to have a common vertex and a common side. So for this definition, you can see that angles 1 and angle 2 are adjacent. See how they share the same vertex and they share a common side. That makes these two angles adjacent. Okay? Now, a linear pair of angles they are adjacent angles, so we consider them to be, they do share a common vertex and a common side. Okay? Here's the common vertex and a common side, which would make them adjacent. But what they do is they form a straight line. And as you can see, that's definitely what's happening here is angles 3 and 4 together, although they do share a vertex and a side, they form a straight line. And so this is what we would call a linear pair. A linear pair, okay? So these are two really important definitions. These are wordings that you need to make sure you understand well, so in future problems you understand what they're asking you to do. Okay, so example 1 is just about identifying. So we're at the lowest level of understanding here. We're identifying angle pairs from a picture. So here are your choices. We're to tell whether the angles are adjacent, they're adjacent but form a linear pair, or they're not adjacent at all. Okay, so let's look at letter A. We're looking at example or angles 1 and 2. All right, so here's angles 1 and 2. Looks like they share the vertex B as well as this common side, but they do not form a straight line. So I would say that these are adjacent. Okay, they have to share a common vertex and a common side. If they do not share both, they are not adjacent. If they only share one and not the other, they're not adjacent. Okay, they have to have both to be adjacent. All right, let's look at the angles 2 and 4. Let me get my eraser out here. All right, so angles 2 and 4. Okay, now 2 and 4, here's 2 and here's 4. Looks like they share a side, but they don't share a common vertex. Angle 2's vertex is B and angle 4's vertex is C, so they don't share that. So we would say not adjacent. Okay, remember what I said, they have to have a common vertex, common side. If you have one or the other, then it's not adjacent. All right, let's look at angles 1 and 3. Let me erase this and clean it up a little bit and see it. All right, angle 1 and angle 3, yeah, they share a common vertex and a common side. Here it is, okay? But look what they form. They form a straight line. So yeah, I would say this is definitely a linear pair. Definitely a linear pair. These are adjacent and they form a linear pair. So they're both adjacent and linear pair for this one. So A is adjacent, but not a linear pair. So you just write adjacent for that. Okay, so hopefully that was easy enough for you to understand. I need you to get to understanding and visualizing this very quickly, because you're going to have to be examining pictures and identifying these angle pairs. Okay?